Hey everybody! What'd the veterinarian say to the sperm whale? Whale come. No? I thought it was funny. I'll workshop that. But anyway, welcome to the Master Friend Art Stream, everyone. I'm your... I wouldn't call myself a host, but I'm the one artist who's doing the streaming. It's me, Master Fran, in the house. And we're doing some fun little streaming stuff tonight. I decided to do some game dev stuff some more because I wanted to just get some more pixel art stuff done because I'm close enough to a point with this boss animation that I want to pretty much just get that done forward. I was gonna do a pattern thing where the first week of the month I would play a video game. The second week I'd take a break with a normal drawing, and then the rest of the month would be doing game dev stuff. But I kind of just want to do more stuff. Plus, I feel like, doing Demon Tower again will probably be not as interesting. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the stream. It's me. And VLC is heckin' loud. Let me turn you down because it's probably real overwhelming. Alright. Not as extreme with that, but you can hear me. Yeah, playing a bunch of Castlevania music because, just got a Castlevania playlist here. I did get some new Bandcamp music, but I can't confirm 100% if I'll be able to, stream it on YouTube. Probably should, though. I haven't added it to my playlist. But, if I run out of Castlevania music, or if I get tired of it, I'll probably play it. But yeah, things have been pretty decent. Last Sunday, I celebrated my 32nd birthday. I'm 32 years old as of last Sunday, so 32 in 3 days right now. So that's pretty alright. I'm beginning the slow decline to middle age. Or maybe I am in middle age. If the average lifespan of humans is 70 years old. Not exactly middle age, I'd say. But, it is what it is with that. I had a nice dinner with my family and enjoyed myself. I did mention, on my socials that I was going to play Final Fantasy VII, but that was a total lie because I just sat in my bed and read comics. Mostly caught up on some old library comics, finished on my EC Comics collection stuff. Read God Loves Man Kills, the X-Men storyline where they basically need to debate a pastor, and the pastor is basically murdering mutants to say that, hey, humans are gonna die, and the mutants are totally wrong for that. Which I suppose would be in line with, the recent things of X-Men 98, or 97, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know about it. I haven't seen it all because I don't even think I have much memories of the original cartoon. I think the only thing I remember of the original, cartoon stuff is I've seen, parts of episodes. Like, I remember the 90s Spider-Man cartoon more than the 90s X-Men cartoon. So I have a bigger soft spot for the Spider-Man cartoon more than the X-Men cartoon. But I have read a lot of the old Chris Claremont comics, and I kind of just remember a whole bunch of stuff from that. So, from the clips I've seen of those, old X-Men cartoons, they seem to be just script by script remakes of the comic storyline, so I kind of don't feel super obligated to really keep up with it because it hasn't really made significant additions like, say, the Justice League animated series or the Batman series, where they're reworking villains. It's more one to one with the Marvel cartoons, I'd say. Obviously, there are some changes. Wolverine can't stab people with his claws and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's, I guess, the little screenshots I've seen the dumb discourse with Rogue not having a butt, even though it was a tiny scene. Like, it was a clip, really. Like, her getting wrecked by Apocalypse and stuff like that. That infamous shot, and then people were like, oh, people are commenting on Morlock Storm. And it's kind of like, isn't she like, isn't that version of Storm the second most common Storm costume? Yeah, well. But I don't know, and I kind of just don't even care anymore. This course, whatever, it's nothing. I don't care enough. And I want to touch more grass, I want to go outside, touch grass, talk to normal people, be around people who like things, That's kind of just one thing that I've kind of just been tired of with social media and being online, is I'm not really encountering people who like things anymore. Like, it's always like nitpicking and complaining, and I kind of just, I think I'm starting to realize that I'm getting over it. Like, I think most people are getting over, I guess, the general cynicism of things, where, you want to attempt to be more optimistic, and that tracks. I've been trying to push myself to be more positive in my life. I, speak with my therapist, and I journal more often. I try to get myself to ruminate in my head less and speak to people more, get my thoughts out of my head on something, whether it's on a journal or typing or writing. And I can't say that I am making strides, especially with fiction writing. I'd say it's getting easier and easier to just sit down and write and not ruminate on story stuff. Of course, I'm only getting into writing more, not editing more. So that's kind of one of those things that, I still need to do that with like the actual proper editing. And through that, I'm kind of like putting together that most writing advice that I find from books and, I guess, the internet and all like writing forums, writing circles, stuff like that, it's not really writing advice and more editing advice. It's more about like, okay, how do you plan the story and stuff like that, but it doesn't really like get you writing outside of the tip of write every day, write on a schedule, decide to write at least maybe 500 words a day. And that stuff's actually tangible. That will get you to write instead of ruminate on the story and blow a lot of time in your head editing and being insecure about like little story things. And I'm getting better at just taking the time to just belt out a sequence. Even if the dialogue's cringe, even if the plot stuff doesn't make sense yet, I'm pushing myself to just put words on the page. So I've been doing that through basically writing in a notebook. I have a tiny little 7 by, or maybe, 5 by 8 size write book where I'll just write all my stuff as I need it. Whatever comes to mind where it's like diary entries or story ideas, super rough drafts, outlines, all that stuff. And that helps immensely with getting writing out. Obviously, organizing, getting it typed so people don't have to read my garbage handwriting. But getting writing is becoming easier for me these days. It's getting, I suppose, less intimidating. And I'm spending a more equal amount of time writing as well as drawing. Like, that's probably a significant thing where I probably no longer see myself drawing less, but more writing more and story planning more. Of course, there's a lot of things that kind of still are out of context. I still don't world build as much as I'd like to, or at least as much as I post. But a lot of the, I guess a lot of the few sketches I've been doing, I've been trying to incorporate like more world building things. I'd say my latest writing challenge is having names for these characters. Like, names and motivations are the chief things that I've been working on. It's kind of like, all right, you draw a character, what's their motivation? And I've tried, and it has actually started leading to some new things. So recently, I was testing out some new fountain pens, and I recently got this, I forget what it's called, but it's the Lammy fountain pen. It's a pretty nice fountain pen. It's a medium broad tip, and it's pretty good. So far, it gives me a nice medium line. And I was using it to test out this picture, where I was kind of just making a character, a new bear character. And initially, I was kind of like drawing this bear character because, I wanted something to draw, of course. And I kind of just had it in mind. It's kind of like, okay, I just want to draw something. Okay, how about a bear? Bears have kind of just been on my head recently. And I thought, okay, what about a bear assassin type character? And then it got me reconnected to the owlbear stuff because I'm still figuring out the game demo stuff and that. And I figured, it'd probably be scummy of me to make, I guess, the Lost Empire like completely gone. Because I'd say most, I guess, old empires are still kind of around. Like, you got, the indigenous Americans, and then you got, like, the indigenous South Americans. And, like, I think there are still, probably not, like, actual Incas, but remnants of that Inca empire and tribe and stuff like that still around. I don't remember 100%, but, it got me thinking about, like, stuff like that. So I'm thinking, okay, what would happen if there were a few, I guess, owlbears still left? And that gave me some, like, other avenues with storytelling that I'd kind of, like, figured out. So I figured that this bear character would at least be connected to the owlbears and stuff like that. Because, initially when I thought of the owlbears for the Black Mass demo, it was literally just, okay, what is an old empire that's, like, mythological and magical and yada yada. And I literally just thought, okay, owlbears, because I think I drew a pedestal, like a pedestal statue thing. And it was mostly like, okay, this is the altar room where Cole will enter in. And owls just came to me because it was just easier to draw, and the shapes of them kind of like looked like Furbies. Furbies looked like owls. And it was a lot of just brain gears turning with that. So, long story short, I am slowly putting together the characters that might be interesting to build the world. You know, I keep getting self-conscious about sudden shifts in like different characters and sudden shifts in adding more stuff. Like for now, I've kind of just been like, okay, I just want to focus on making the game and not making a giant sprawling world that's going nowhere. Whereas like, okay, I'm world building, but I'm just noodling. You know, I'm just needling around, making tiny like little changes. The more you learn about, you know, various different facts that may or may not be relevant depending on, oh, are you listening to the podcast of the day, or you end up getting recommended a thing on YouTube about some like, you know, primitive technology YouTube, or you end up finding a cool documentary that looks interesting and you just rent that from the library and kind of like, oh, that looks interesting, and then you don't actually watch it. So that's kind of just one of those things with that. But yeah, what was I saying? Well, characterization. But yeah, I've been putting more time to characterization in this bear character for. I think I made him a male character because he was inspired by that assassin from No Countries for Old Men. I forget what his name is. What's his name? I think Endor or something like that. Anton, that's his name. So yeah, it was kind of like, okay, it'd be kind of cool if this character was a assassin with owlbear skills, with stealth and, you know, assassination techniques. Because I initially think of the owlbears as less wise and more cunning, if you understand what I'm talking about. Because real life owls, they're actually not very smart, as in they're not trainable. Like, they're not trainable, they can't retain memory, but they're sick predators. They're basically sky cats. Like, they are really damn good at hunting. They're damn good at making sure they're never seen. Like, they're smart in a way a cat's smart, where, you know, they know what they need to do. And they're pretty individual at that stuff. But they're not like dogs. Like, you can't do anything like you know, you can't do the stupid Harry Potter thing and make them messengers. Like, they won't do that. They won't carry things. They're just gonna eat it. They'll bite into it and stuff like that. They're not like crows or pigeons or parrots or anything like that. It's yeah, owls aren't crazy smart, but you know, they're cunning. So that's kind of like what I want to merge with. So basically, they'd be bears, but they roll with a dex and agility build more than a strength build, for all the dumb RPG nerdery metaphors I'm just gonna make right now. But that's the world building that I'm kind of just figuring out as I go, to figure out, okay, what about the owl bears? Because I want them to be variants of like griffins and stuff like that, where it's like, okay, they're collectively known as griffins, and they're basically just a species of catbirds or mammal birds, maybe. Whereas, like, okay, you got the bird lions, you got bird cats, you got bird bears, and it's kind of like just that collective. I don't want to say race because that's actually incorrect. Species of bird characters, and they make their own separate societies, and that is the world building of that. And they don't exist anymore because the dragons are, you know, the dragon kingdom is, well, it should technically be a queendom, whatever. They're basically like, let's conquer the world, and whoever gets in our way dies. And that's the rough backstory of the underground dungeons and the buried underneath worlds and the underground dungeons. I said that twice, but that's basically what I am doing for the Lord Black Mask. Is the reason why Cole's able to go spelunking is because there used to be wars, and people died, and they're no longer around, and normal bears and owls are just around. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Let's get to art. Let's get to art now, because I've been talking your ears off. So you came here for artwork, and now you shall see artwork. Alrighty, so what I currently have right now is Nad's tail attack. So that's what I'll be working on today. Because I'm going to be working on this tail attack here. I've been doing a few things in between the last stream and the first stream. I added more shot stuff here where he has a vertical shot, he has a diagonal shot, and he has a horizontal shot. And I also kind of just add a little arrow flare just so, you know, whatever promotional things I want to do, that's how I'll be doing it. And kind of just one of those little things that, you know, will give a little animation flare thing, you know, get some updates for Reddit when I post them, when I post pixel art stuff. But yeah, these are new, like the alternate shots, and he'll be able to shoot forward, diagonal, and up. And I think I polished a special shot here. And it blurs, and then I probably need to tighten this. But yeah, special shots, go to special shot, shoot. And that's kind of just how that's going to be tackled. Where he'll have a normal shot, either trick arrows, normal shot, shoot, it goes. And then when he uses his special arrows, he will, a special shot here, boom, boom. And that's how the boss design will work. And then he'll have different types of trick arrows or whatever little gimmick we want to put for the boss thing. Because yeah, the basic idea is Nad has funny little trick arrows, and that's how he works. He is Archer with a funny little gimmick in his tail. I could probably rework the yeah, there's still so much polishing to do with this. And I just realized that despite me thinking that I've got everything in order, it's still not as in order as I want it to be. But I'm not gonna fret too hard about it. That's how that goes. And I'm just gonna copy and paste this. And that'll look good. But yes, I don't know for sure if I'll give him the ability to shoot while moving. I probably would. Like, if while he's walking. Like, he probably wouldn't be able to walk and shoot. Like, I probably wouldn't have him waddle like this. But, you know, the strafing is pretty straightforward. He's able to strafe forward, and then strafe backwards. And then jumping. Did I finish the jumping? Still haven't finished the tail yet. So animating the tail, or at least adding the arrows, is next on the list. Blocking, that needs the arrows, at least some more refinement. And the tail attack's what I'm working on. And if I have time, which I totally wasted, I will get the roll done. So, easy enough. So, let's just get to this right now. Ugh. Hope everyone's doing well, because I'm not feeling tired. I'm still kind of chipper. still got a bit of coffee in me, so I'm sure I'll be fine. I do have a nice mix of Coke and Fireball whiskey. I know it's kind of dumb to do during a school night, but I get through my alcohol pretty easily. I'm, I'm. This is just one drink of it, so it's not a lot of booze, especially for Fireball. I don't think Fireball has a lot of alcohol in it, honestly. At least it's not vodka in it. Plus, I got my water, so I'm pretty solid when it comes to just, streaming out the water or streaming out the booze. Alright, let's get to work. And maybe turn up the music up. Let's get to work. I preview open here. Get that on my next have that there put on my other monitor so I can just see it animate as I go. But I probably could just do this mostly for the audience. I think I can do this, right? I can make a zoom, perhaps? No? I wonder. Let's see. Extras show. Maybe like duplicate view. And you do this. Alright. So I'm able to do this. It's dumb. And it massively hinders my, I guess, work amount. But I'll do it just for stream entertainment and keep the ADHD brain rolling here. So, I guess the first course of action is get the head off. Ooh, nice, Bloodlines is going. I still haven't seen the Netflix Castlevania, so I was kind of put off by the original season of Trevor Belmont, because death is kind of piss poor in that, like, it was a massive, like, everything kind of went downhill after they killed Dracula, so. That's good. Okay. And one thing that I want to do, actually, is I actually want to rework this tail to... Oh no, the eraser don't work. Well then, that makes sense. So, I can't do the pencil thing. And that kind of makes sense. I had to restart the Wacom tablet because life hits you fast. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is rework this. Because I want to have his tail hit forward. I want his tail to hit forward. His tail to hit forward. And it will hit this far away. So Cole is able to jump this if he times it right. And if he doesn't, Nad will have the opportunity to, the player will have to back off because he needs his tail. So that's that might work. So I'm seeing this, but I am kind of missing the original design where it's going diagonal, where it's more of a kick. So I wonder if I should just have it so it snaps out. So let's add maybe a new frame, unlink it. And you know what? Image, canvas size, we're just gonna add another 32, and we're just going to make it a strong long boy attack. So to kind of just make it nice and long. Maybe that's too long, because what it's supposed to do is make Cole stop hitting him with the sword. So you know what? Let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can't get Cole's sprite and find out the length of his sword. Okay. I may like copy you. Whatever. Then I can like copy. Then the may like X and just put it in one sprite, because what I actually want to do is like flip horizontal. Okay. Okay. So basically, maybe like this hitbox is good with that. I actually don't know how Adam set up the sword hitboxes, but I guess my mentality is fucking get out of this general area. Like, this is a good Cole needs to not be here sort of length. And if that's not good, I can readjust this fit, and then Adam can kind of just rework that. I'm game deving. Alright. I don't know why you're here, but whatever. Okay. Alright, so you're here. You're like, that's good. Alright. So, let me see. Right. I think I have a head duplicate. I think I'll use this. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, like unlink you, so There we are. See? Save drawing time, bros. If you can save drawing time, that will help immeasurably. Like, you don't have to draw everything, but you have to save some time. Which is kind of like weird. It's like, okay, what counts as cheating? What counts as time saving? I guess it depends on what you truly want to do in terms of will it look bad per se. Sorry. I guess I'm just still coughing. I don't know why I still cough. I just do. So yeah, so far this is pretty good when it comes to getting progress done on this boss. I'd say I am making better progress than I was last year. I think it has to do with me not focusing so much on other art tasks, even though I still do. I think a lot of last year was me not over animating with the bear animation, and that was indeed a problem. I am working on a smaller sprite compared to the bear for this one, so this is much more manageable. Just put you up here now. Yeah, Ned looks like a frickin' that has teddy bear hands now. Curve's not as heavy as I'd like. Yeah, that'll look better. Alright, I'm cranking this out pretty quickly, actually. It goes to show that once you get into a flow, it gets easier and easier. I think that's been helpful, is doing these streams is a massive boost in my work, because it's a scheduled thing. I'm able to just block in this amount of time to just get work done. Do nothing else but this, and I'm able to make miracles happen. I think that's probably the key to getting drawings done, is to kind of just actually set the time. I know, mind blown, but it's harder than it looks. Again, I am jumping around from a day job that overall is indifferent to my side stuff, really. I mean, it's supportive. Like, it's not completely soul crushing, but it does try my patience, mostly because I deal with a lot of traffic, and that's the worst of it, honestly. That's really actually just the worst of it, is just dealing with the traffic and wondering how on earth people have their driver's license. So that's my own personal grievance when it comes to just being on the road. So it wouldn't hurt for these students to at least learn how to clean up after themselves. But it's dumb of me to judge. Well, actually, no. People should clean up after. It's a society thing. We live in a society, you know? bottom text. Okay. Oh yeah. Do I put in his arrows maybe? Because I actually completely forgot about that. Probably should. And just copy this. Copy. B. And then probably put this down. And maybe shorten the amount of sprites here as a little foreshortening trick. And also to kind of just lessen the length of this. You know, is there a way to buy the Dwayne and Brando soundtracks? Because every time I think about this one, I think of the Dwayne and Brando version. I might as well just outline this thing. Man, I can't remember the lyrics, but I remember the, I guess, cadence. It's kind of weird, because it's one of those things where you can remember the lyrics no problem, but for some reason I can't say them exactly. It's, I guess, that head feeling where you know what's in your head, but you don't know how to get it out of your head. Okay, that'll work. Alright. You know what? Let's make a whole new character here. But yeah, no. Save drawing. Draw the head yourself. Body. X. V. And maybe a little bit of thinness, because it should be like a twirl animation where he is twirling. Oh man, he's twirling. Delete you. And if we need to, what's the I need to find out the shortcut key for that hot swapping colors here. Yeah, well. It's coming along. And of course, this is the mess part of pixel art where you're seeing it just look like a jumbled mess. And you're kind of like, ugh, this looks like garbage. Well, it's supposed to look like garbage. You don't just immediately get it right off the bat. That's one thing that I've been trying to get over, is realizing, no, I'm not going to get it right off the bat. This is the sketch. It's supposed to look like ass. It's a sketch. And I'm so used to my sketches looking polished that I forget that it's supposed to look garbage. And that's kind of the point of getting, doing the sketch phase and doing that initial iteration phase where you're not supposed to be simply meddling about with the tiny ass details of stuff. The sketch phase is supposed to be you iterating. You're not supposed to be doing tight drawings just yet. So that's the difficult part when it comes to, oh, you're in the middle of that suck ass phase of the drawing where you don't like how it looks. It doesn't look as polished as, as people on Twitter are like, oh, I made this full ass painting, but it's just a doodle. Well, that's a bit of a misnomer. This person probably was good at, flat coloring. He probably had auto actions to get down the more monotonous aspects of, or at least the more time-consuming aspects of drawing digitally. Like, all the flat coloring's a pain, and then you have maybe you got some effects or some glows and stuff like that. Flip view, horizontal, vertical. They flatten it just a wee bit more. Make you wide. We'll re-widen you. And then we'll erase as I see fit. Then what the hell? Okay. And what I'll actually do is I just make this a bit of a blur. Because what I want to be doing is try to just get actually, yeah, this would be better, where I tighten the tail tip. And beyond the mask. Gonna look build part, right? No? Oh. Okay. That'll work. Okay, so we tighten the tail tip and hide the body. Tighten the tail. Once we get the tail tip, we can just duplicate it. Hey Sean, how's it going? Things are going well. I am making better progress, and currently I'm working on the tail attack for getting the player off of him and restarting, I guess, to put in fighting game terms, neutral. This is his get off me and stop fucking wailing on me, you absolute prick move. So yeah, he has a tail attack, mostly like able to attack with his tail, as you can see on the left screen here. And of course he has his projectiles here, where he's able to he's able to jump. And I reworked the tail layers because okay, so he has the ability to jump, but he also has the ability to shoot. And he's able to now shoot in basically all directions. Shoot diagonal, shoot horizontal. He probably won't be able to shoot diagonal down or diagonal up yet, since I've relegated that to his air arrows. So he's able to jump and shoot. Like this, up, shoot down. And that's his air shots. He's able to shoot in all directions in the air, but not on the ground. He's only able to shoot forward and then up. And that's pretty fair, I'd say. Plus, he has a bit of a dodge roll, and then a tail talk to get Cole away, and have a little diagram of Cole's hitbox. So he either needs to jump or move away. That's the rough length of where the hit should be. Hopefully that's fair. Adam's the one who actually sets up the proper hitboxes. I make the animations and I basically just pitch, okay, this is the hitboxes. But for all intents and purposes, this is basically the, you got close and now I'm going to flash kick you for getting close. To put in more fighting game terms. Because that's the equivalent thing is, Guile has the ability, Kyle's, I guess, specialty is using a lot of projectiles to shoot at people like a typical American. And he has really fast moving fireballs to keep you from coming close to him. And he also has, the flash kick, the backflip kick to hit people forward and up, his air attack. And those are his two moves. Those are his two notable special moves. And that's all he really needs because they're really good on paper. And the way that's balanced is you have to charge those moves, unlike other Street Fighter characters where you have to roll the moves. Like with the control stick, you actually had to charge for a frame or a number of frames. It's usually they say a second, but a second really depends on the number of frames, and that depends on the game, and nobody explains that at all. But I'm able to do it depending on the game. It's just the video game really depends. But the principle's still there. Hang back, forward, and it can be any direction. So the big strategy of his character is you can basically queue up that charge while he's jumping backwards or while he's crouching. And that's the basic, strategy behind him. And there's a whole host of stuff to that. But in terms of, I guess, boss design stuff, this is not this. He is not a fighting game character. He is a boss, but the principle still stands. What I want to do with the player is I want him to be able to, I want to test the player's ability to get close and deal with a character who can shoot a lot of crap at you. That'll work. Okay. So yeah, archer guy, able to shoot stuff. And a lot of robot masters well, actually no. Some robot masters don't really harass you with shots, really. Like, they will take breaks from shooting with their, with their weapon in order to, like, do jumping around or dodging and stuff like that. It's been a while since I've truly, I guess, analyzed how a Mega Man boss fight works. But if I remember correctly, that's sort of how it's supposed to work. And of course, you can't quote me on that because I am still fucking Johnny amateur game design person. Everything I know about is both from, I guess, YouTube videos are like, oh, here's game design stuff, even though I've never dabbed anything before, to, I guess my own knowledge of remembering how a boss fight is supposed to feel. So yeah, right now I am on the grind of getting some of these things done and trying to just make some decent progress. Adam tells me that he has been making a good amount of progress with his stealth stuff, but of course, the day job things, he has the day job stuff, so that's kind of just how that goes. That's neither here nor there. I have no idea what he actually does or when he works on stuff. So, the most I can really just mention is Adam works on this in his spare time. And that's all I really know. Just like I do. Like, I do my art, and I also do this. And that's how it goes. Obviously, I don't have, like, a lot of my personal projects is this. Like, a lot of the art that I post online is pretty much a bunch of ideas I want to put in the game. Or at least my brain dump of, if I dig this sketch out and it would be an appropriate character for Black Mass, I will just have a basic concept sketch of, okay, I will put this character in and that's how that goes. So that's the basic gist of how I've been handling life. But yeah, I mean, how have you been, Sean? How is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Yeah, that'll work. Good enough. Nudge both of them closer to each other. There you are. I finished up a little stream. Turns out Unreal Engine has a whole character animation tool set in it. That tracks. I think most game engines have a rudimentary animation tool set in it. I know Unity has like its own stuff with that, and I fumbled about with it. Got some of my sprites working, and I know how to get sprites in Unity and time them and things like that. So yeah, I've been getting myself familiar with Unity stuff as I go. Haven't dabbled in Unity as much as I'd like to these days because I'm still making stuff. But yeah, that is what it is. So you're gonna work on a run and an attack. Yeah, that's a nice basic thing. I'd say in terms of game dev priority things, as I guess an artist and an animator, having things like an idle running And I'm not going to say attack, but maybe an action is a nice building block to, I don't know what to actually animate right now. Well, those are, I'd say, the top 4 ones I would recommend you start on, is just the basic running and attacking animation, or run, stop, attack in that sequence, and that'll work. All right. Oh. And then we can just erase you. And yes, a lot of this advice is mostly me talking out of my bum, because I am currently animating. I know I'm currently just learning game development as I go by myself. You know, it's not really like a lot of knowledge I can go off of beyond what I can find on YouTube or my own, I guess, knowledge of animation workflows. You know, I know how to animate, so I know how to plan how long I need to take to animate. So that's how I'll just tackle this. Nudge you forward here, that'll be good. I know how to do that, so I at least know how to plan that, at least. In terms of, is it worthy for a game? I don't know that 100% because this is the first time I'm truly making game animation, I guess, outside of a game jam, really. So I'm probably not even, there's probably some, I guess, Naughty Dog dev who's like, oh, you're supposed to do this because this is more efficient. And it's like, yeah, I don't know that. I've never seen that. And also, it probably would even work for me as a pixel artist. Like, if Adam Giannis, like, came in the chat and said, oh, you can do this in a sprite, I'm more likely to listen to him because, you know, he is a pixel art expert. So, yeah, that's kind of just how that goes. I could probably stand to listen to more shortcuts, like use my shortcuts more. It's just I have shortcuts in my left mouse key thing. And that's mostly just how it goes. It's the tools that I got. Doesn't need to be that good because it's a prototype. What I say to reassure myself. Oh yeah, I've been getting better at saying that to myself too. Is saying, hey, this is just the first draft when it comes to writing or making sketch art, where I'm just telling myself, hey, you just need to flatten this piece. You don't need to make it look good yet. Or, hey, you've already inked and lit this. You don't need to do any complicated lighting with the piece. So that helps immensely with getting myself out of perfecting every tiny ass thing that needs done, because you don't need to be doing that. You need to at least get things out so you can edit them. You can't edit a blank page, you can't edit you being a perfectionist. You know, you gotta have work done. Okay, that looks nice and alright, this is looking better. Yeah, it's looking better. I'm not going to put the arrows in because this is supposed to be a fast animation here. And I probably should make this color more of a white color. Maybe that'll work. Alright, so far so good. Our own team meter group never went back to in person, right? Nope, it still hasn't. It's still doing Zoom stuff. I'd love for it to go back to in person stuff myself, but yeah, nobody's really up for doing it. Plus, we get a lot of people from outside the state more often, so that's been that's been kind of a conundrum because you have a bunch of Indiana and Wisconsin meetup people, and obviously getting out to Arlington for just one day every 2 weeks is unsustainable. So that's the basic issue with that. Okay, body. We can duplicate you. Oh, okay. I'm like wondering where is that going. Alright, that's looking good. Okay. Yeah, literally can't play test a game through Zoom. Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, that would make sense. You can't really play test a game through Zoom. And yeah, that's the toughest thing, where, you don't have beta testers really give you feedback or get hands-on and stuff like that. One thing that I could suggest is, I don't know if you're still in the meetup group Discord, but you could drop I don't know if you could drop a link to a download, but you could probably drop a link to like a mega upload, or maybe a Google Drive download link, maybe. It's difficult to say because, again, it's difficult to have people play test without a real proper spot. The only other thing I could probably suggest is you put it out in public on itch.io and you have people just test on the fly in public with your pants down, and everyone can see your dick. Your metaphorical programmer dick, where it's like, okay, you're completely exposed, you're seeing what's basically a buggy crap game, and you kind of have to work with that. But no, I totally get it with the meetup not really being able to get together. I have been pondering about doing my own outdoor meetup, or at least in-person meetup thing. But that's mostly in my local neck of the woods, because I've been meaning to have more local things to do out where I live. But I think the only thing I can really do is lead it myself, and I don't have the knowledge. Well, I probably do have the knowledge, but I don't have the time to really just deal with it. Like, I could spend library time working on it, but I'm already busy working on my own thing to be worried about someone else's task. Yeah, it's nothing like putting a controller in somebody's hands and watching them struggle with it live. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing. That's also the main reason why I want to have a demo for Black Mask before I make a Kickstarter. Because if we can at least have a demo, it'll indicate that, one, we're both committed to finishing this, and two, we have something tangible to say, yeah, we have something playable, and not a trailer like most Kickstarters are, where they end up being big little trailers and they end up kind of just being scams. Obviously, we're not a scam, of course, but we want to at least indicate that we're not a scam by having a real game to show people. Plus, coasting off of a 4-year-old trailer is I personally, as in my ego, I don't want to just work off a trailer. Even though you can make a Steam page with just a video trailer of the gameplay and screenshots. Like you can just squat on the Steam page and then you can improve the Steam page as you go. In fact, that is recommended for indie game marketing is squat on the Steam page, let people know when you can wish list it, and once it's actually out, those initial wish lists will bolster your place up and help boost your game sales overall. So that is a rough explanation of what I found in my research. And I do want to get a Steam page going at the moment. It's just I need a weekend to kind of just do it. And that's mostly it, is just having the time, or not even just the time, just making the time to say, yes, I'm doing it. Exactly. And I'm not going to stop until I actually do it. It's the same reason why I took a while to put an online store on my website. It's just WooCommerce is there, and WooCommerce is completely new. I don't know how to use WooCommerce, and I am procrastinating on learning WooCommerce because you really want to have a good first impression. But honestly, it's not going to matter because people aren't initially going to know about the WooCommerce store anyway. So that's kind of my own, I guess, thing about it is now I have an online store. Now I have, an online store of my artwork. You go to masterfriend.com and the shop page, or at least the link to the shop in my menu, will lead to the shop page. And that's a nice thing where you can order my stuff directly from me. I don't have to deal with Etsy's freaking fees. And since shipping is non existent for me, since I'm mostly just shipping stickers, I am not shipping prints really. Because one, not many people buy prints, and two, I feel like if I'm going to be selling prints, I might as well, like, it probably would be better as a print seller to kind of just get people access to the high resolution files instead of just selling prints. But that's neither here nor there. Maybe I'm kind of just being crazy. Okay, I think I've got that going. And of course, the tail's supposed to be in back. I need to work this, put that here, and then that worked better. Save. Oh goodness, did VLC stop? Yep, I seem to have run out of music. That was a weird thing when it comes to VLC is you have the shuffle not going and it somehow runs out of music. But I guess that's kind of how it goes. You know what? How about we just show off some my new Bandcamp stuff that I've picked up? Let's see. Where are you? You know, shoopa doop doop. So I buy my music from Bandcamp because I like actually having a music instead of streaming music. So I will basically just make my own playlist of Bandcamp music. So this one is nothing new, and this guy's he's a hip hop artist, but this is a mostly instrumental hip hop album, and he mostly like tackles things like it's I've got a lot of instrumental hip hop lately, so I'm gonna be playing soundtracks like that. And on the bottom of my stream screen, you'll have the basic, things going. This is probably going to tank my YouTube stuff, but whatever. I'll just mute the stuff on YouTube if push comes to shove. And I'll just re-upload it. But yeah, gonna just build a little playlist here, just beats and rap. Just get myself going here. Hopefully Twitch doesn't mute it. I don't know if you got stuff going, but yeah, this is nothing new. This is an instrumental rap artist. Let me see if I can't find another. I'm struggling to find the rest of my music stuff. Right now, I just want more instrumental stuff than lyrical stuff. Dun, dun. Come on, where is it? God. Here it is, Marcus D. That's the other instrumental rap artist that I want to tackle here. Marcus D is another one that I'm going to put in this playlist. Oh, it's too loud? Alright, let me turn it down then. Alright, should be better now. I'll just crank this down much lower. That should be much better now. Fantastic. A little bit lower and that should be good. Let's see. Boom. And I may just put Future Shock in the playlist as well, even though I know it's damn well gonna torpedo my YouTube stuff, but whatever. We're just gonna let it roll. Honestly, we'll just have that playlist going for now. It's a 2-hour playlist. It's 8 o'clock. I'm sure I'll probably just finish this up by the end. So yeah, let's get back to this. So far, I guess looking at you, got you spinning. It's selling. So get this going here. Tail there. Should be good. So you can make an OBS, you can make an alt audio mix for VODs, vocal recording. So you can make a no background music alt mix. Okay. That could work. Yeah, that would work for that. Yeah, that would make sense, because yeah, I obviously I archived my VODs on YouTube. I do slightly edit them to rework any sound foibles, like before I had my sound too loud, and I don't have any chat people to tell me whether my chat's loud until I actually finish the stream and, you know, I notice it on the recording. I'm like, okay, I will remix the sound. And I do set up my audio setup so my voice is separate from the music. So I can easily just turn the music down and turn my voice up. And it's no problemo. And that's usually how I kind of just tackle audio issues with that. But yeah, I mean, it's been pretty well with that. YouTube is okay. I do need to get better at getting clips down on my regular YouTube channel because I mostly upload on an archive YouTube channel just because I hear putting hour-long VODs that no one watches can tank your YouTube channel. I don't know if it still does that, but I used to upload stream VODs when I used to still stream on YouTube. And by stream, I mean multi-stream, because I still didn't know what the heck to do. I just wanted as many people to see the stream as possible wherever they are. So I used to multi-stream on YouTube, but because I guess Twitch stuff kind of like throttles multi-streams. This is conspiracy. I don't know if they absolutely do that, but I felt like they did at the time. So I decided to not multi-stream. And just stream exclusively on Twitch. And I sort of feel like I've been getting slightly more numbers when actually just streaming only on Twitch. And it's been okay. I used to stream on Picardo, and I also used to stream on Mixer when Mixer still existed. And I also used to stream on YouTube, as I mentioned before. Those were my three things. I also did used to stream on Periscope, which I guess would now be Twitter streaming, which also doesn't exist anymore because Twitter fucking sucks. So, yeah, Periscope used to exist. I used to stream on that. And I think those were the notable streams that I did. And it was mostly, I used Restream, a multi-streaming software. I've actually looked at Restream again, and they actually took away a lot of features and put it under their paywall. Because now you can only stream on 2 different streaming platforms. And yeah, you gotta pay to stream one. It's kind of like, yeah, it kind of sucks. So I'm not gonna use Restream. I don't know if I'll stream on YouTube again, but I'll think about it. If there's a significant reason to stream on YouTube compared to Twitch right now, maybe I'll think about it. Right now, there isn't a significant reason to stream on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, or just stay on Twitch. I know Twitch sort of has a monopoly on streaming, but most of my audience is on Twitch, even though it's kind of minuscule. Like, I don't have a significant audience on YouTube compared to Twitch, or at least nothing that makes a ginormous difference. I can't say that Actually, I don't even know what I could say about this, because yeah, I am on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I also archive stuff, but it's not really large enough that I can say, yeah, I'll stream on YouTube. Sometimes on YouTube, sometimes on Twitch, and I can mix up as I need to. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm up for doing that. Like, as sucky as Twitch is, sometimes there still isn't enough incentive to really jump or leave Twitch for anything better. Like, there's not really any better platform for streaming my art. Like, I know Picardo exists, but I feel like the people who like streaming on Picardo are more like, you know, an SFW artist, and I don't really do an SFW, really. So I feel like I kind of just wouldn't get any popularity or interest there. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just being bitter, and people are kind of just like, that's not how that works. I don't know. Yeah, Twitch has the best viewer experience with clips, emotes, and redeems for sure. Yeah, that's also another thing that I still need to get to is making more emotes. Because you can subscribe to me, which, you know, thank you for everyone who does subscribe. But I haven't figured out a significant way to do something with the subscriptions where it's like, okay, let's make more emotes. I think that'll be my new side art project, is work on some new emotes. Probably like do some more pixel art emotes. Or maybe regular art emotes, depends on what I need to do. Yep. Okay. They like move you. And then make you even thinner. Stretch you up as a little, and then readjust you so it looks like you're spinning. And that will look slightly better. That'll look more like he's spinning. Let's see. Yep. How's it working here? Okay, that's looking good. All right, see you, Sean. Thanks for stopping by and having a chat. Yes, thank you very much for redeeming the hydrate. I shall hydrate. Thank you. So yeah, I'm making progress. Progress is being made. And I will say this is a simpler animation. I could probably reduce this more. As this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4 thing animation. Like I could probably just delete. I can delete this frame. Delete. And yeah, this is a 4 drawing frame with a 2 frame settle. Tail should be above. Okay, this is gonna be tough because tail's supposed to be in back, but then you have the bottom tail here, so I think I know what I could do with the frames. So tail here, then just put the rest of the tails up here where the weapons are. Yeah, that'll work. Now it looks more consistent. Kind of morphs. Maybe I could just get rid of this frame here. Oh. You know, I don't know why I don't just look at this for my stuff here. I should probably also rework this frame so it looks more like it's underlapping here from the front. Like it looks like it's from here. Because again, it's supposed to look like he's settling. You like put this higher. Make a smaller dot here to kind of just indicate. Back. Okay. This is starting to work better. No, don't erase you. Okay. Starting to work more. Would it work more with trail colors? Kind of, sort of. It's sort of working. I just need to let go of this for a bit. Step away. So I do need to refine the head some more. Alright, if he's spinning, it'd be more towards this than anything. And I'm not really going to go ham on the spin effect. Shit's starting to work, bro. At least as much as I think it is. Alright, so far so good. You. Uh-oh. All right. Because it has to look like this and then turn back here. A blur for the face, perhaps? Blur for the face, maybe? Yeah, I put on the wrong part. It's supposed to be on the body. Okay. Okay. Put this here. And now kind of just in massive concentration, get in there and figure it out, bro. Yeah, so far so good. Maybe do in stretch this and that'll work. That's looking okay. I think I'll let this go for a bit because I've been working on that. And I'll do another 30 minutes of probably just the roll animation because that's been going. And I'll tighten the animation off screen. Now that's what I'm missing. Yeah, if I wanted more animation, I probably would have it so he jiggles. Like it'd be pretty funny if he like had a slight jiggle. But that's neither here nor there. So, able to roll. Should I replace it with this? Maybe I should replace it with this. Yeah, but perhaps I should replace it. Well, actually, no. If it looks like a duplicate, the animation, well, no. Because if I already did it for other animations, it's kind of like it doesn't really matter with that. What the hell? Hell? Oh, okay. Like, why the hell is it doing? I think I might move. Oh. Like, no. Because you need like a slight jump to hang time. Man, this is tough because I want him to be able to. Fuck it. I'll readjust this in the Unity because even though I want him to stop it backwards, I do want to keep the character in the same spot. No wonder. I could probably copy this roll animation, couldn't I? Yeah. So let's just work with this roll animation for now. And if it doesn't work, I won't be too guilty about it. Let's at least color you. Let's block you in with color. Something's open. You're working with this. Got you working. Everything else is just tightening this so it looks better. I obviously don't want to get out of the sphere of, spearness. Or at least make it indicate that it looks like a circle. And you can infinitely roll, kind of. Like, Cole will be able to just infinitely roll as long as he needs to. And that is the rough gist of it. Like, if I want to say new tag, infinity roll, I could just do that for a bit. It's not perfect. Draw this down. Put you here. Probably could get this more settled here. There we are. Oh. I just realized I haven't saved in a long time. Oh. Let's save you again. And take 5 seconds to kind of just resettle myself and probably just see this from zoomies. So far, I've got a roll animation done. And I could probably just scratch it off of my to-do list, because I have that down. Plus, I'm blocking the roll attack. I'm actually making better time than I thought. And I think if I take tomorrow and Friday to work with that, Saturday I've got to deal with a convention. I'll be going to the Lakeview High School Comic Con this weekend, and that is mostly a high school show, so it probably isn't even open to the public. But I'll be tabling and just chatting with them. Yeah, chatting with the team over there. Probably need to figure out the parking situation, because I believe they're in the city proper, and the butt to do. It's paying the butt to do a bunch of city stuff, so that's a difficult thing. But yeah, I'll be doing that this weekend. But in general, I am making time. That is good. Progress. And you know what? I think for now I'll probably just settle. I'll probably just wrap the stream, actually. I was going to continue on with this, but I could probably just polish this off. It's easier for me. Plus, I am feeling kind of tired. It's probably the alcohol speaking. But, you know, if I'm tired, I might as well just go to sleep. Anywho, next week, if I decide to work on sprites, I might, but I think next week I'll probably just work on more. I'll just do some more drawing this time. Anyway, I think I'll just wrap this stream now and check you all much later. It's been a nice stream. I stream every Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. And I just go, my part time is up to 2 hours, but I may go less, I may go, just depends on my mood and if I have anything significant to talk about or work on. So, thanks for stopping by. See my stream VODs on YouTube at Master Fan Art Stream on YouTube. So, let's see if this will actually work here. YouTube. Are you going to work? No, you are not going to work. That's ran our stream. I swear I'm gonna get commands to work here. But anyway, at youtube.com/masterfanartstream, if you look that up, you will find it. And of course, I'm going to share the archive on YouTube, of course, when I get this edited now. Anyway, I'm going to just wrap up, go to sleep, and tomorrow is a new day. So, I'm Master Fan Art Stream, and you all have a good day. Keep practicing and keep drawing, and we're all gonna figure it out as we go. Have a good night.